Well, Chit Chat Kit Kats. Oh my God. You see my new chapeau? Got little, there we go. You see the little bees? So it arrived today, but oh my God, what a horrible, horrible thing that 18-year-old kid kills 15. Shoots his grandmother, kills her first, and then opens fire at in an elementary school. Okay. He's an unhappy kid, just looking at the car, just looked like he felt like there's no opportunity, and he's just going to take out as many as they can, make a name for himself. Unbelievable. So sad. You just can't understand people. How can somebody do something like that, want to go and attack a grade school? Sure, and of course you get somebody on there that immediately, they killed American children. This illegal alien. Well, he wasn't an illegal. Yes, he was Mexican. No, he was not an illegal alien. He was a citizen. But of course, we've got somebody that's going to start that nonsense and start putting that out there. He's an illegal alien and he's killed all these American children and, no. Yes, he's Mexican. He's a U.S. citizen. He wasn't an illegal. And, yeah. But, just really sad all the way around. When you have somebody, and he had guns posted on TikTok, and he started texting somebody. This girl says, I don't even know this guy. I was afraid of it, but he was saying, I've got a secret, and I'll let you know around 11. Text me then. His little secret, he's going to go kill a bunch of people. He's dead. But I hope he enjoys his time on the other side, because he's going to have to feel the pain and fear each one of those children felt, and the pain of the families that are left there. And what we need is more guns. Just unbelievable. Just sad. Sad. So, throwing the cards what I got, I don't know if it's right or wrong, but he felt like, evaluating his life. There's nothing, doesn't feel like there's enough opportunity. Going to make a name for himself. Okay? And, just angry with a lot of stuff. Just angry. So sad. Anyway, on a lighter note, I did go to the doctor, and my doctor was thrilled. She said I should be the poster child for the good VA patient. So she was thrilled with all my lab results, and we talked about Lyme. I told her, really, I think that I have Lyme, and I told her why, all the things that have happened and have been going on for years. And, she agreed basically with me, but, they're not going to, really, they don't treat it. Now, she said she would get me an appointment to do some acupuncture for my neck, because I just have things like this, and the pain and the stuff that's going on. And we talked about, I told her I can't do wheat because immediately I have the pain in my hands immediately. And she said, yeah, if you have Lyme, it's an infectious thing, then you're going to have even more susceptibility to anything that's inflammatory. So we talked about that and talked about different dietary things. But overall, she was really happy with all my stuff, that I'm doing the right things, I'm eating the right way, I'm doing as much as I can, to try to mitigate things. And so that was good. She actually listened to me. She is going to have me tested for Lyme, but I don't know which test that she's going to have done, because some of them, if you have in the late stages of Lyme, it may not come back positive. So I don't know which test that she's getting, going to run for me. Some of them are more sensitive than other ones, so we'll see. But anyway, I was telling her about, the headaches and the shooting pains and and just laid out for the count. Can't even move some days, like yesterday and Saturday. I was just out for most of the day. The fact that I used to be able to read a book a day, and now if I can get through a few pages, I'm lucky. The brain fog, the, losing the balance, all those things that come and go. The arthritis in the spine, the top of the neck, the back, the shooting pains that are going down my legs. I woke up when the hip was in so much pain the other day I could barely walk, and that's resolved again. It's like, you just don't know from day to day when you wake up what you're going to get. Okay, shooting pains were coming through my wrist, through my palm of my hand again. It's like, again, you don't know what you're going to get. So I talked with her about that all these things have been going on, and that I still have the lesions that, happened when I had the, the shingles. When that ended, then the lesions it started going in that nerve pathways. And I have the swollen lymph nodes and everything, so all of those things together are stuff that happen with Lyme disease. So she asked if I had the bullseye rash. I said I didn't have the bullseye, but I did have another rash that they say you get with that, which was a big rash. It was like this big. I thought it was like a spider bite or an ant bite or something. So she just, okay, She agreed, yeah, it can be Lyme. So at least my doctor doesn't say I need to go have a psychiatric exam, okay? So that was good. She's pretty down to earth, and say, well, is there anything else we need to set you up for a specialist with or something? I said, no. If I would call and tell her, I need to see this specialist, or I need to, she would set it up, I think. So, because she knows I'm not out there just BSing, and I'm not, I'm not somebody that's, I don't like to take the medication. She knows that. I told her I still have a lot of the gabapentin. I don't take it. I'm in a pain, but I don't take it. And I still have some left from when I had shingles. Okay. So anyway, I talk with her, and I have my appointment for next year. You see her once a year. And so they already made my appointment for next year. So anyway, but she's really thrilled with my blood work and the fact that I've turned my diabetes around so well. Really happy with that. I told her it should be lower, but I was really having a lot of sweets and carbs and couldn't find my medication for a while, so wasn't even taking it. And then I was in the van. And when I'm in there, I'm doing a lot of carbs and stuff because, traveling is just easier. So it actually should be lower than what it is. So anyway, she was really happy. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so completed that, came back, my yellow hat was here, so as you can see, I decorated it all up. It's got my little bees on it and my flowers, and it's just really fun. Nice, bright, fun one for very summery. So I'm really happy with this one. Everything that I had picked out to use on it, I think it turned out perfectly. So fun with this. I have a black Western hat still coming, and I have a hat for 4th of July coming, and one other kind of a floppy thing that's coming as well, so we'll see. Anyway, it's really a lot of fun. But yeah. Anyway, on that note, that's what I did creatively today. I think we just need to send out a lot of prayers for those families. 14 children dead. I can't imagine being a parent and you take your children to school. I know we have an elementary school that I go past every day, and it's, these were little kids, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. I can't imagine being a parent and finding out your child, or even the children that were not killed, seeing their classmates killed. They're going to have PTSD, these little children, and just be terrified to go to school. Just horrendous. Anyway, yeah, today, health-wise, I've got headaches today, and exhausted. A lot of the day I was laying here. Get up, I had plenty sleep, but just drug out. So that's it. You do what you can do, the best you can do, and continue to go forward. And just continue to research on things that you can do. What are natural antibiotics? What is the best kind of dietary thing that's possible to help to mitigate things as much as you can. But I saw a few videos on, one of them was in basically Lyme disease in Australia, and they're being told, and some of the people there were really horrifically impeded with this, and they're being told there's no Lyme disease in Australia, Or same thing here, you go to the doctor and they go, you've got a mental illness, you need to go, Same thing, if I said Morgellons, they would tell me, oh, you have you're imagining it. Well, you're not imagining lesions. I'm not imagining that they went from when I had see, and that's it. You get a brain fog. You can't, things that you want to come forward, sometimes you lose the word for, or you just feel like your head is full of cotton. You just feel like, that it's full, like it's bursting, and you get pains, and you get all this other stuff going on at the same time. Shingles. It eventually shows up. Shingles, and then when it left these spirochetes and went into that same pathway, the same nerve pathways, which makes sense because I was watching the video the other day on the Lyme disease, and it says it will attack and go into your weakest areas. Well, if you just have shingles, that's the weak area. So that's where it moved into, those nerve pathways. Okay? So I've been dealing with that for a couple years. I'm telling my doctor, look, it's 2 years. I had shingles, 2 years ago, and it's moved in there. Now, another thing that was really, they need to start checking on is that the Borrelia, what they call Bergdorf, Borrelia, it's a spirochete. The same thing like was the syphilis is a spirochete. And the same thing with syphilis, it would go into different areas of the body. Okay? Same type of a bacterial, one that's got that spiral. It in other words, it buries into different organs and affects that. Now, this one, I think it was in the under our skin, under my skin or under our skin, really, really good thing on the on what's going on with Lyme disease. You have the doctors that are trying to treat it and helping people, and then you have those that say it doesn't exist, it's bogus. Then you have some of them that had their license suspended, had their license taken away because they are giving heavy antibiotics trying to help these people. And you see all sorts of things. Now, one case there was just, this girl is getting married, okay? And she's got the Lyme disease. And I mean, she really went downhill. It looked like she was going to, I thought she was going to die. She was that bad. And you have to see her on there. I mean, this is no joke. She was really, couldn't stand. She was going into seizures. It was horrible. And then she got the doctor that took it seriously, was giving her heavy duty. I think she had the IV antibiotics and stuff. Started coming out of it. She's doing much better now, thank God. It looked like she was really at death's door. I can't believe that they were able to pull her out of it. But now her husband is showing signs of Lyme disease. Okay? Well, syphilis is a spirochete, okay? And you could get it through what? Intercourse was how it was spread. So it would make sense that this spirochete type thing could be transmitted through intercourse. So they need to check that out because her husband is now starting to show signs. Okay? And they're saying the only way you can get it is from a tick bite. Well, if it's the same type of a spirochete thing, okay, sort of like syphilis, not exactly like syphilis, but that same type of thing, then it would make sense that it could be transmitted through intercourse. So there's so much that's not known, and the problem with the Lyme disease as well is when you get bitten, it's not just that one type. They carry a lot of different bacteria. You can be infected with 2, 3, 4, 5 different strains of things at the same time. And all of them can affect different organs in different ways in the body. So you never know what's going to happen with it. Okay? For some, it affects the joints. For some, there was one girl I think she was one in Australia. It was affecting her eyesight. She would be blind one day, and another day she'd be seeing in black and white, and another day everything would be brown tinged. Okay? So it can affect all areas, excuse me. There was another girl that affected her stomach, her digestive system, and she was in so much pain, just screaming in pain. Wound up, was not able to eat, had to have a feeding tube down her throat, and could not swallow. So, the difficulty is it can affect so many systems, and everybody's different. There is no one set, of happenings with Lyme disease. So you just never know. For here, it's going into the nervous system, into the brain with the fogginess. Excuse me, the fogginess, loss of balance, inability to recall words. Also in the arthritis in the back and the spine and the hands, those type of things are happening as well. So on that note, I'm going to leave this here, and we'll see you online.